So, just to make sure that we understand together. Because I've given Continental Airlines so much money for airline tickets in recent years, I get to check 2 bags for this flight without any additional baggage fee. Is this right?
Yes, ma'am. That's correct. You've flown with us so much that you can check 2 bags for this flight without any additional baggage fees.
So, I can check 2 bags and you won't charge me anything more?
That is correct, ma'am.
Wow, great. You know, I figured when Continental sold out to United that it would be the end of Continental's great service. But I guess I was wrong. Hi. I'm flying back to Memphis through Chicago. The machine said I have to pay $60 to check these bags. But I've flown so much in recent years that I get to check these without a fee.
I can check them in for you, but there is a $60 fee.
Oh, no. See, the agent in Memphis assured me that I've given Continental so much money for other tickets that I get to check these bags for free.
I'm sorry, ma'am. There's nothing I can do for you. There is a $60 fee for those bags.
But, I'm on my way home. How did I get here without paying for these bags?
Yes, that's a little strange. I don't know how you did that.
Well, since I did do that, it seems to be the terms for the round-trip ticket I'm carrying.
Oh, no. Our policy is that you have to pay $60 for those bags.
I see. So, United Airlines policy is that you can take bags with you, but you can't take them back.
You can take them back, ma'am, but you have to pay the $60 fee.
You have to pay to take your bags back with you.
In this case, yes.
In what case would I get to return to my point of origin without paying a $60 fee for the bags I didn't pay anything to bring with me?
In no case.
Ah. So this is a bait-and-switch scam.
I'm not bait and switching anything.
No, of course not you, particularly. You're only an agent of the policy. I'm talking about the policy itself.
This is not a bait and switch policy.
Do you know what bait-and-switch means?
Yes, ma'am. I do.
Maybe I don't know what it means. Can you explain it to me?
Certainly. A bait and switch occurs when a vendor promises a certain product or service in order to lure a customer a certain distance towards a transaction that is beneficial to the vendor, but not to the customer. Once the customer has moved far enough toward that transaction that turning around is impossible or doesn't make sense, the vendor then reveals that the product or service that the vendor originally promised is not available, but that the customer might avail themselves of another greatly inferior but greatly more expensive product or service that is, in any case, the customer's only option.
Right. I guess I did know what bait-and-switch means.
Now, if you would like to pay the $60 for the bags that you were promised at your point of origin would cost you nothing, I can help you with that.
That seems like a bad policy to me. Well, I don't have any business acumen, so I'm sure I don't have any useful advice for a corporation as big and as well managed as United Airlines. My only real economic triumph is that I've never declared bankruptcy. But it seems to me that sending passengers to destinations and only then telling them that they can't return with their luggage is bad policy.
You can return with your luggage, ma'am. You only need to
pay the $60. Yes, I see. Well, if it isn't a bad policy, you're certainly not getting the potential value out of it.
What's this now?
Why stop at $60? If you were going to hold my luggage hostage, why not demand $160? Or $260? Look at how many people are flying today. If you told them all that they wouldn't be able to return home with the bags that they brought without paying an additional $260 that you hadn't informed them they'd have to pay before they left their point of origin. Think of the revenue stream. We're looking at hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of dollars. You should pull this bait and switch on everyone who comes through here today. United will probably promote you.
Ma'am, I told you this is not a bait and switch. Maybe the Continental officials in Memphis were doing you a favor because you've given them so much money for other flights over the years.
Ah, I see. A favor. You'd better call them and tell them that they're idiots.
Excuse me?
If they did me some special favor by not charging me for these bags, Do you want to charge me to carry these bags back home just to spite them for letting me bring them here for free?
Do you want me to charge you for bringing the bags here?
Oh, you could make me pay, at this United counter, today, for bringing these bags here for free 4 days ago.
I could.
This is fascinating. You can't not charge me when not charging me makes perfect sense. But you can charge me even more when charging me even more makes absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Ma'am.
Are you inclined to charge even more merely because you are an obnoxious person? Or is it the case that you see how ridiculous it is to charge a passenger to take her luggage home with her, but the corporation doesn't actually empower you to waive any fee? What I'm suspecting is that the corporation empowers you, as its agent, to charge even more, but in no case empowers you not to charge more.
Ma'am, I can charge you for those bags.
But you can't not charge me for those bags.
I suppose that's right.
Well, there's your problem. You're not a person.
Oh, ma'am, do we have to?
Only a policy could be this obtuse. The agent who knows a policy is unethical surrenders his humanity when he ignores his conscience in order to be the mechanism by which the unethical policy works its evil.
Oh, for security?
Do you run on batteries? Or is there a little combustion engine tucked inside your gullet?
Security.
No problem. I'll pay the $60. Everything's cool.
Thank God. And we'll need another $50 for your head.
Wait, what?
You can fly to your destination without paying a handling fee for your head, but the policy clearly states that you cannot return to your destination with your head unless you pay an additional $50 head fee.
I don't have another $50.
You should have thought of that before you brought your head with you from your point of origin.
I'm beginning to think it was a bad idea to give Continental so much money for other flights over the years.
Beginning to think requires an additional $25 beginning to think fee. And if you want to continue thinking while flying with United Airlines, you will have to pay a $100 fee.
I bet you don't collect that fee very often.
No, we don't.